Hi guys, welcome back to Guardian Diaries 13. I've had some emails concerning evil spirits. This will not be a message from Julia today. This will just be my personal perspective on evil spirits and my experiences. This is for Paulette. Hi Paulette. Evil spirits are very real. They can inhabit your mind, your body, your spirit. They can make you change your personality. They can affect people around you. If you come into feeling like you're not you, and people around you are telling you your personality has changed, you're having all these dark thoughts that you know are not yours. These are signs of an evil spirit. Not too many of them actually inhabit your body, but there is some that will come in. If you're a weak-minded person, if you have a darker side to you, if you lie for no reason all the time, if you do drama for no reason all the time, if you're an ill-willed person, these kind of people are the easier ones to take over. So if you're concerned about evil spirits, in the Bible, Psalm 7 is really, really good. Get some white salt, sea salt, or regular salt, either one. Put them in your house, sprinkle around your house where it won't be vacuumed up. I've taught y'all about mustard seeds. Put mustard seeds in your house, because people that are evil spirits, evil entities, won't want to stay in your house. Walk around your house and read Psalm 7. It works for me very well. There's a lot of scriptures in the Bible that does work. And Psalm 7 will also show you who is plotting against you. People that are supposed to be your friends that are doing stuff behind your back if you pay attention. It's a really good protection verse, and I have used it a number of times. Another way of knowing if there's evil in your house, to some of you it's going to sound really strange, but it's true. I had a few, and it was just little things that I started paying attention to. A lot of flies started gathering in my house. A stench that you can't quite find. I would open a loaf of bread, and the next day it would be molded. Bread wouldn't last in my house but less than 24 hours. If you are worried about the evil spirits, start looking for signs. I had a girlfriend who had an evil spirit, and she was a Catholic, and she had, her crucifixes on the wall and her little statues with Bible verses on them and the angels and stuff like that. And every time she'd wake up in the morning, the statues, the angels would be cracked. She's had to replace them a few times. The Bible verses that she had as little trinkets, with the angels, and they had little Bible verse wrote on the angels, and the angels were holding the Bible verses. They would be face down. They would actually be moved. Her house would be so tense, you can cut the atmosphere with a knife. Anybody who walked in her house would change. They would be more aggressive toward her. They would want to fight, because the best way to prevent this is strictly pray. And sometimes praying does not work. What evil spirits do is they live off your fear, your life force. And the more scared you get, the bigger their energy. They're taking your energy and they amplify more and they scare you more for you to get scareder so they can keep drawing your energy from you. This is why when you're in a situation like that, you feel weak and tired, because the more you fear them, the stronger they get. So the trick is, when you notice this stuff is going on, don't think about it. Don't get scared of it. Do not get scared of it, because the first time you get scared, they're zapping your energy and they're getting stronger. So you don't want to give them any energy. Try your best not to get scared of them. Don't think of them. If they're implanting fearful thoughts in your head, change it to a good thought. And the more you do this, the more energy you're not giving off. You're not feeding that force. They will go away. And they will go look for somebody who is weaker minded. Now, these have been my experiences in my life and in my friends' lives. And the best thing we found, pay no attention to it. Try not to be fearful. Try not to let your imagination run away. Try not to give in to the thoughts they're projecting to you. Try not to run away from it. Just act like it's not there. Act like you don't notice it. This will bore them, plus they can't draw no energy from you. And they will eventually go away. And there's little things you can do by shielding. Picture a bright light around you. This will repel them. The salt in your home, the mustard seeds, Psalm 7 is good ways to deter them and keep them away. I myself keep crystals buried in all four corners of my property. They're about 3 foot long. You can get them from a crystal store, or you can get them from a witchcraft store. They repel negativity and evil. And I keep them buried in my yard at all four corners. If you are having these evil hauntings on your property, what I had done is I went, like I said, and got the crystals, buried them north, south, east, and west of my property, around the house, on the border of your property. I got like 5 gallons of sea salt water, and I read Psalm 7, and of course I did protection spells, because like I've told you all, I am a practitioner. They say that witchcraft people don't use the Bible. The Bible is no different than a grimoire or a book of shadows for a witch. It is, so many people believe in the Bible. Everybody's faith is what's given the Bible power. People gives power. Because we are our own creators, but that will be another video. Okay. But do whatever you want to do. Do your protection spell. If you're a practitioner, get your Bible, Psalm 7, whatever you do, and pour this sea salt water along the borders of your property while reading your protection spell or your Bible. And then know that no evil will cross that line. When I did it, it was broad daylight. And my ex-husband was standing in the backyard. And we had a privacy fence, a wood privacy fence. And I was doing it And then he spun around. I did not see it. He spun around and yelled, "Hey!" And I stopped and turned around and looked at him. He says, "Some man just jumped our fence." I said, "What?" So he jumped the fence, and there was nobody there. And he jumped back over the fence. He says, "I think that was a spirit." I said, "Well, was anybody there?" He says, "No." I said, "That must be what's been plaguing this property." So I kept doing it and kept doing it until all my gallons were gone. Then I went into my home and I had more crystals for the house, and I did my mustard seeds and I did my salt, and I read my protection spell. He was still outside in the yard, and we had French doors from the front room to the back porch, the double doors with the glass in them. I again did not see this. I was busy doing what I was doing, and he came in and he had tears streaming down his face. He says, "I just seen somebody run through the doors out of this house." He says, "I'm sorry. I thought you were crazy, but now I've seen what you see." And from that point on, he allowed me to practice my craft. He allowed me to do my readings. He allowed me to counsel him. He allowed me to be me. And the day we moved out of that house, we were already gone like 4 days, and the JA people had already turned our lights off. There was still some evil there because he had forgot something, tools or something, and he went back to the house. And he called me. He says, "I thought you had the lights turned off." I said, "The lights are turned off. They cut them off 2 days ago." He says, "There's lights on in the house, but they're dim." I saw him get out of there. He left whatever he was going to get, and he got out of there. And so, but the crystals and the spells and the mustard seeds kept it at bay long enough for us to get out of there. And for a while, it was calm. And when people are doing exorcisms to get rid of evil spirits, um, doing spells to get rid of evil spirits, sometimes evil spirits will go away, but they will come back when your guard is down. And some evil will lay dormant to make you think you got rid of it, and then it will attack again. In these cases, when rituals, exorcisms, spells, prayers do not work, because there is some incidences where evil spirits are just too strong. Those are in the demon families. I recommend you move, take your children, and get out, because they can hurt you. They can jump inside your body. They can make you hurt yourself. They can possess your children. They can do horrible things. I don't want to go too far into what they can do because I don't want to scare anybody. But it's very rare that you come across something like that. It's very rare. Most evil spirits are um, just low level energies. They were low level energy human when they were alive. They were nasty. They were mean. They like to cause trouble. And basically, that's what they're doing on the other side. Um, so don't give too much energy to the problems that you're having. If you're having these problems, because they feed off your fear, they feed off our life force. They take what they need, so they're going to scare you. They're going to make you um, your imagination run wild. They're gonna make you almost have nervous breakdowns. Because they live off your energy. Practice not being fearful. Practice not paying attention to them, and they will leave you alone. they will go find somebody else weaker-minded. And I hope this small message has helped. Um, if any of you are having these problems and you have more questions, please email me, ravenphoenix46@yahoo.com, and I promise I will answer each and every one of you. Thank you and have a wonderful day.